Hello everyone, all my beautiful souls, you shining stars, gods and goddesses, all of you. Welcome in. This is going to be the Universal Answers reading for the week of September the 22nd. If you haven't been here before, welcome. What we are going to do in this reading is ask the universe for an answer to a question. Of course, this is a collective reading, so it may or may not resonate for you. If it does not resonate, do not try to make it fit. Just move on either to the next pile or the next reading. What we're going to do is take a look at these two piles. This is the Universe Answers deck, and this is the Bling Oracle, which is my deck. And we're just going to take a moment to think about a question that you want an answer to. And in order for this to get a clear answer, we need it to be a question that can get either a yes or a no answer. So try to refine your question down to something that can be a yes or no answer. Now, a lot of the times, the universe will give me several cards and it'll expand a bit so it doesn't have to be just a yes or no. But honing it in and making it a smaller question gives it, or a more focused question, I should say, gives it a better chance of actually getting a better, more refined answer for you. So if you need to pause this video, just pause it for a second, focus in on a question, find a question that you want to ask, drill it down to something that can be a yes or no answer, and then come back, and I want you to focus in on these two decks and see which one is grabbing your attention. Whatever your first reaction is, that's the one you want to go to. It's usually just go with that gut initial reaction. The longer you look and start, back and forthing it gets all muddled. So whatever the first hit is from your gut or your mind, wherever you get your intuitive hits from, that's the one to go with. So if you need to take a moment, go ahead and pause the video and then come back when you're ready. I'm going to proceed with the Universal Answers deck and then move on to the Bling Oracle. Okay, I'll see you back here. Okay, people, anybody who chose the Universal Answers deck, we're going to see what the universe has in store for us for this week, for September 22nd. Spirit, universe, please come into this reading, help guide us to the answers we need to hear for the highest good for all in the collective today. Tune in. Oh, soon. Oh, there's too many cards. Well, is this okay? Yes, okay. Soon, ask again, and possibly. So this tells me that we need to focus a bit stronger on our question. It is going to happen soon, but in order to be like it's possibly, yes, it's going to happen soon, but we need to ask again. We need to focus a little bit stronger and drill down into that yes or no. So those of you who picked this deck, I want you to pause the video and I want you to drill down on your question a bit more to bring it into a yes or a no type question, and really focus on that question. And you can pause the video and I'm going to reshuffle and come back in with the new answers from the universe. Okay? Spirit, please guide us today. What do you have for the collective today regarding their question? What do they need to know for their highest good and for the highest good of all involved? Oh, too many again. Oh, too many. Focus, focus, everyone, focus. It's also too because this is a collective and there's so many people involved that sometimes they'll get a lot of answers and they may look opposing, but it's because there are so many people in the collective with all the different energies and all the different questions. So I'm going to also try and I'm going to rein in my energy a bit here too, and just focus on getting the one answer. Spirit, what do they need to know, please? Stop. Okay. This is analysis paralysis. That's when I get this card. We've had it a couple of times in the last few readings that you're just going over and over and over and over a question in your mind, analyzing it, reanalyzing it, and it causes a state of mental paralysis. Like you won't get any answers because your energy is just so mixed up, going over and over and over the same question. So the universe is asking you to stop. Whenever you have a question or a situation that you want an answer to, sit down in meditation, quiet your mind, and ask the question once, and then let it go. Don't keep hyper-focusing on it. Just let it go, and the universe will bring the answer into you. Is there anything else you wanted to say, universe, spirit? No, that's it. Like, make them stop. Okay. Message received. All right. So we'll bring our focus back in, spirit. What is the answer? What do they need to know about this question? Almost flipped. A lot of confused energy on. Oh, so overall it's a yes, which is good. Yeah. For those of you who haven't been in my channel before, my spirit guides can be quite sassy and feisty sometimes. And when this card came out, it was yes, but it's like, oh, for crying out loud, yes! Tell them to stop asking. I think that comes in with the, just stop with the analysis paralysis. It's like they're saying that they've given you the answer before, but it's like you want to hear it over and over and over again for reassurance. They're saying, this is your reassurance right here. Yes, stop asking. Okay, let me just see here. Is there anything else you'd like to add to that, spirit? Any more definition, guides, guidelines, further information you can give them? Or is this it? It's just a yes, and stop asking. Spirit? Is there one more in there? No. Okay. So I asked if there was any more and they said no. So there you have it. Your answer is yes, and let it go. Stop asking the question. Get out of analysis paralysis. You don't need the constant reassurance. Just be confident in the yes, okay? Let it go in divine timing. Perhaps it's not happening at the speed you would like it to happen. We are impatient as humans, but everything comes in divine timing, and you'll find your experience much easier, much quicker, much happier if you just let it go and stop insisting on the outcome that you want, or stop insisting on it being the way you want it to be. The universe knows better than all of us and can bring it to you in a way that none of us could even possibly imagine. But it takes time to align all the different pieces and all the different people that need to come in and join and line up to make whatever it is that you want come to fruition. So, your answer is yes. Stop forcing outcomes. Stop focusing and reiterating the same question over and over and over again for analysis paralysis. Your answer is yes. Now, let it go, let it flow, let it come into your experience the way divine is going to do it in divine timing. Okay? There's your answer, pile 1. We're going to move on to pile 2 now. Okay, for all of you who picked the Bling Oracle, let's see what universe has for you. If you weren't watching the first universal answers, my spirit guides got a little sassy, so I'm assuming that we can expect that for this reading as well. Just remember, focus in on your question, make it a yes or no, and just relax. And we'll let the universe, my spirit guides, bring in the answers for you. Okay, Spirit, what does pile 2 need to know for this week of September the 22nd, for their answers to their questions? What do they need to know? What answers do you have for them, for their highest good? Oh, it came up reverse, so I'll leave it. King card in reverse. This doesn't feel like your energy. This feels like the person you're dealing with, and it doesn't need to be masculine. It's just somebody who's in their masculine energy. And those energies related to the king that are in reverse or against their normal, more regal energies are aggressive, abusive, authoritative, jealous, or ego-based. I've got the 999. The universe is in the process of directing you to the right path. Accept that the universe has a better plan for you. Yes, so whoever this person is, and I want to be clear that if anybody is physically or emotionally abusing you, then that is not a person you need or want to be around, regardless of who they are in your life. This is not this kind of energy is not what you want in your life, and that's why I feel like there may be some kind of argument or disagreement, or you've just had enough, and you're looking for guidance, and the universe is saying it's directing you elsewhere. So if you feel like you're inside when you tap in that you need to leave a certain situation or leave a certain person, pay attention to that, because that is the universe nudging you, guiding you gently so that there isn't any conflict. You'll notice that you're being directed in a different path, away from this situation or this person. It doesn't seem healthy, emotionally, particularly. Yeah, really, really pay attention to signs. You may see 999. If you see 999, you know the universe is talking to you and telling you to go that direction. It's wherever you feel you're being directed, or those little nudges that you get, those little random thoughts that drop in out of nowhere, as we like to say, that is your higher self. That is spirit guiding you. If you're going through something deep, I'm sending you so much love, big hugs. But remember, ultimately, you are the gift. You matter. Your mental health, your physical health, your thoughts, your heart, that's what matters. Not whatever this person, this situation, however it's making you feel, however they are making you feel, or what they're saying is irrelevant. You rely on your guidance, and you have the universe backing you here. It has a better plan for you. The universe only wants the highest good for all involved, even for this person. And I do feel it's a person. I think for some people it might be a situation. Maybe it's a situationship. But the universe is definitely telling you there's a better path. There's a better way for you, a better way for your life. Yeah, the 999 will be a big indicator for you if you see that anywhere. And you can see it anywhere, literally. Phone numbers, license plates, receipts, billboards, literally anywhere. Maybe someone just says the number 999 and you hear it. That'll be your sign that, yeah, this is the way to go. Let's see what else. Do we have any further clarity, Spirit? For this kind soul that may be going through, this. Oh, another one, 888. Money is flowing in your direction. Complete financial support from the universe. Okay, so this is an overall energy for all in the collective, that money is flowing in your direction, and you're going to be granted complete financial support from the universe. And we're not talking they're just going to be dumping bags of money on you, although that would be nice. But you'll just see money will just start kind of showing up for you in little ways, in some bigger ways. Maybe it'll be a person that helps you. Maybe it'll be some random check that shows up in the mail that you weren't expecting, or you find an old scratch and win somewhere that has some winnings on it. It flows in ways that you're not expecting, because it's the universe and it can make anything happen, right? But I'm also being told, for the person who is having this situation happening, that there may be a financial reason why you haven't detached yourself from this. And the universe wants to know, not only has it got a better plan for you and it's directing you, it's starting to direct you in the right way, but it's also going to bring it, because perhaps you had a financial reason that you couldn't move out. I don't want to say move out. You're not necessarily living with this person, but I mean move on. move away from this. The universe is letting you know that it is bringing you the financial means to be able to do so, to get away, to start down your new path and start your new life. This is very important. And again, I feel that some of you are really, truly going through something right now, and I send you all my love and support. You are strong enough to get through this. You are the divine in form. There's nothing that you cannot do, be, or have. And the universe has got your back. It is directing you out right now. It's supporting you fully. So just stay alert, watch for the signs, listen to your inner guidance. Even if it seems weird, like it's something that you would never do, something that you would never have thought of, and it just shows up and you're like, huh, what's that? That is the universe talking to you. It's usually gentle little nudges, but you need to pay attention to them to know that this is its redirection for you. That's one of my favorite sort of spiritual sayings is rejection in any form is universal protection and redirection. And that's exactly what's playing out here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And Spirit is telling me that if this is a person, and it's not to justify anything for them, but that they're going through their own stuff right now, but that's none of your concern. You have to watch out for you. And if there are children involved, definitely. I'll share that with you, being guided to share with you that I was in a 25-year marriage, and it had been not good for a long time, but I just kept telling myself, because I have 2 sons, I just kept telling myself that they needed their father because they're boys, even though the father was very rarely around. We had a business. I worked 16-hour days. He worked 18-hour days. And when he was home, he was not pleasant, verbally abusive. But I kept thinking that, well, I don't want to, my mind was on leaving, but I didn't want to take the boys away from their father, or, the father away from the boys. But in the long run, I did eventually leave. When my first son went off to college, I took my youngest son and our big standard poodle and myself, and we moved into a tiny little, I think it was a 14-foot trailer. Yeah. And my son's a big boy. I'm not small. I mean, in terms of, he's 6'2" right now. I'm 5'9", and then we had a big standard poodle. My son and I had to share a bed, and live in a campsite for 6 or 7 months. I still was going into the restaurant. That was our business, and working to try and earn a living until I could get set up. And also I spent 20 years building up the business. I didn't want to see it collapse because it was an award-winning restaurant, and it really was, and still is, great. But if I had kept thinking along the lines of my boys need their father, when in reality, when I reflect back, they did not have their father because he was never there. He was always working, and when he was at home, he was so tired and frustrated and wound up from the business that he wasn't there mentally or really physically anyways. There was no time spent with the children, but I realized, okay, they don't really have their father. So For those of you who that is their situation, that this is like a husband or a boyfriend or a partner that's in these energies, and it's just not good for you, certainly not good for the children if there are children involved. Just know that everybody will be the better in the long run, including him or her if it's a female in her masculine energy, in the long run. So just really pay attention. Don't overanalyze anything too much. I know there's probably some big decisions coming down for you, which makes it more difficult. But the universe is really trying to support you right now to go with what you know is right in your heart, what you feel, but perhaps there is a financial strain. And maybe you're having the same kind of thoughts that I was, which is why they're asking me to share that story with you. I don't normally share a lot of personal stuff on the channel, but when it's helpful to others, I do. So just know that that the universe is supporting you, and what you're thinking of doing is correct. You know in your heart and in your soul that that is the right decision to make. And just pay attention to the directives the universe is bringing your way. They're not going to be huge, big boom, you know. They'll just be little thoughts that'll drop in, or little nudges you feel. And it's probably going to feel like it's not something you would normally do, or maybe this is, I feel there might be a little bit of a either familial dogma about, you know, sticking it out through thick and thin, which I feel you already have. And now it's time to make a different decision. Don't let the others around you make your life decisions for you. It is your life. You get to decide what you do, and you get to decide what is best for you. So start paying attention to the signs that are showing up. These two numbers are going to be important for you, and just know that there is some financial backing coming in for you. It'll come from places you aren't even expecting, people you aren't even expecting. Just accept graciously and be grateful, and watch as things start shifting in the better for you, boy. I know, even though it was a very hard decision for me, it's the best thing I've ever done. Oh, best thing I've ever done. Too many cards. Oh, they're saying to keep them. And of course that does let go and have faith. What was I just saying? Everything in divine timing. So yeah, they're directing you. The universe is directing you and bringing in the money for you. So just let it go and surrender it, and just know that the universe is bringing in the answer for you. It's going to become very clear. I think it already is clear for you, but there's people around you that are telling you something different, that, oh, you know, and I feel it's related around children, that, you know, they're trying to say, oh, you'll be breaking up the family or the poor children, and actually no. The reason, when a lot of people use the reason of staying for the children's sake, time and time again, and there's a lot of research on it, has been proven that that is the wrong reason to stay. Especially if there's any kind of aggression and abusive behavior, that is like a big reason to get the children out of there, and yourself, because you don't deserve that either. And depending with for me, it was verbal abuse, which is sometimes harder to heal from than the physical abuse, right? And no one can see the verbal abuse, so you look normal to everybody else, but they don't know what you're going through. So just yeah, really stay true to yourself and your wants, and just do not pay attention to what anybody else says. This is your life. These are your children, if the children are involved, and they deserve the best life too. So just tap into that inner strength, listen to your intuition, When you have random ideas and thoughts drop in, pay attention to these 3 number signs, and just know that if money is an issue, with, like, for everybody, who isn't it an issue for, but there's going to be some just random things showing up for you, little bits and odds and ends here and there. Maybe you lent money to somebody and you've given up on it and they're going to bring it to you, or you find money in the pocket of an old pair of jeans or a coat pocket, or just a check shows up in the mail, all these things. This is the universe bringing you a little bit of financial backing to help you get done what you need to get done so that you can go down a new path. What are these 2? Marriage, engagement, commitment. I feel this is this connection here. It's a person, it's a committed person. It may not necessarily have to be a married, maybe it is a fiance with the engagement part there, but this is a relationship. Okay, and what is this? Mirror, mirror, reflection, mirroring, and introspection. Yeah, so that's exactly what they were saying here about the guidance from the universe, saying to really pay attention, to go into self-introspection, to pay attention to your, not anybody else's, your wants and desires, your wishes, how you want your life to be. You get to choose, regardless of what anybody else might say. And they're really having me stress that with you, that any outside influence, particularly family, religion, social dogma, and religious dogma, do not pay attention to those. What is important is your inner guidance, because you are connected directly to the divine, and it is trying to direct you right now. There's going to be a good outcome. Telling me to grab one more card. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What else do they need to know? Right now it feels heavy, I know, and I just cannot express enough how much I'm sending my love out to you. But I know that this is going to that this is going to turn out for the best for you. Absolutely. You can't see it now because you're too much in the situation right now, but you are being guided and loved on so hard right here. Have faith that it is working out for your highest good, and that everything is in divine timing. They're working, as it says right here, the universe is in the process of directing you to the right path. So this is the time to start paying attention. Listen to your inner guidance. It's like I said, you're going to have these like thoughts just plop in, and you'll be like, where did that come from? You know where it's coming from. This is your divine connection. You are a divine spark. So if you're being pressured from the outside, and I absolutely mean no harm to anybody who is in the religious community, but we all know that there are those people that try to influence everybody else's life based on their beliefs and their perspective. And a lot of it has to do with social and cultural, the paradigms that have been lived for forever, which aren't necessarily correct. They may have been correct in the time that they were sort of brought forward, but now, right now, in this world that we're living in, it doesn't apply. This is a whole new world, and some of that old, outdated dogma that people live by is not yours to carry. You know what you believe in, and that is yours to hold. not everybody else's. You need to guide your own life and listen to the guidance you're being given, regardless of what everybody else says. Like I say to a lot of, pardon the airplane in the background, a lot of parents that have come seeking advice from me that are trying to control their kids. Like I want them to do this, I want them to do that. And they have a hard time accepting the fact that, first of all, and of course it depends on the age of the child and what's going on, but for instance, if some parent is just bent on the fact that the child has to be a doctor or has to be a lawyer, those are the only acceptable career paths for them, and it's causing so much turmoil in the family. I remind them that it is their choice and it is their life path. They are here to live their life, not the parent's life. A lot of times it's because the parent wanted to be that and couldn't become, so now they're trying to live their dreams through their child. Or also that, it's sort of like a family lineage where the grandfather was a doctor, and then or the great grandfather, and then the grandfather, and then the father. So it naturally falls on to the grandparents, and then on to the parents, and then on to the grandchildren. And it's just that's not the way it works. That they need to just let go, and a lot of people have a hard time with that. And I always say it's like a rotary dial telephone trying to give advice to a cell phone in the digital world. It's totally different world, totally different belief systems, totally different society. It's all different. So for you, my loves, just pay attention to your thoughts, your beliefs, what you want for your life and your children's lives, if there are kids involved, moving forward to create the best life for all of you. And they are telling me again, it is all going to work out for your highest good, even for this person. So really pay attention. Watch for the signs. Know that it is all working out. Know that you have the backing, both financially and spiritually, for guidance. They have your back, and they will make situations happen. Okay? Your spirit guides are there. The universe, God, spirit, whatever you want, you call the Creator, is there guiding you. The last card was shining your light, higher power. See? There he is again. There is the universe. Right? Even on the upsides. The back, the reverse would be dimming your light. It came up as shining your light. The higher power has your back, whomever that may be for you. Okay? Just listen to that guidance. Listen for those little ideas and watch. You're going to see lots of signs start appearing. And yes, those signs are not a coincidence. Those are your signs. Pay attention to them. Tap into your inner knowing. And if this is you, I would love for you to write in the comments if you want to share. Either you can share what is going on, and I'm definitely open and willing to talk to anybody that needs to talk, but I'd also like to see the outcome. I'd love for you to comment once you get through this, what happened, because these are always beautiful flows. I know for me, it was hard while I was going through it, but I kept the faith, and I just knew that on the other side I was going to be okay, and my life would be much, much better, and it has been. I can tell you that for a fact. So I will leave you with that. This is actually a very positive message that you are supported and loved, and your life is going to be so much better on the other side. So just lean into your faith, let go, and pay attention to all the miracles that are going to be showing up for you. Okay? Remember, everybody, that I love you. If you're going through this, I send absolute healing energy for you. And most importantly, I want you to remember that you are the gift. Okay? Mwah. Big kiss out to you. Bye for now.